Hey, back here at Giants Center, the 4A final just wrapped up. Berks Catholic the winner in that game, so we just want to keep you updated on our timing here. They're taking their picture in the center of the court. The Spartans will be heading out in just a minute or two. You see them there waiting in the wings. So I'm thinking we're starting, Jay, about 5 after 9.
Yep, another late night for us, but hopefully a lot of folks are still there. There can't be too many people listening on live stream. This place is packed. I mean, we're even seeing some elementary homes here that must have got some good naps today.
Yeah, well, there you go. The clock is on, and the York High Bearcats are the first on the floor, so that means we are less than 15 minutes away. Let's see if we can see the Spartans taking the court here. There's Coach Zerby coming out, and here they come, led by Hassan Kamara.
And you can hear the crowd.
On the court.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be a Spartan-heavy crowd here tonight.
Well, York High had an absolute monster crowd on Monday night, so they're going to be in full force as well. But you're right; should feel like a home environment for the Spartans, who are in their home whites.
Yep. We see the crowd turnover here, where everybody from the first game is leaving, and people have been waiting out in the hallways and on the concourse. They're all starting to fill in, trying to get those good seats down low.
Well, Jay, here we go. Tell you what, if you had talked to me back in December when we were first doing some of these live stream games and, just looking at a schedule, trying to get a few games on the air, I don't think I would have said this is the Milton Hershey team that was going to be a district championship. But as each game went on this season, they got better and better and better. And for years, I've watched high school basketball around here when I was a sports reporter, and they had that look of that team and it's always teams are usually senior heavy. They sort of figure out how to win. They find a way to win different ways, different nights. That's what this team has done. And suddenly I thought to myself, this team can compete for the Mid-Penn Championship. They can compete for a district championship, and they've done that. They won a division title. They were runner-up in the entire Mid-Penn, and then tonight, a chance to really make some history and win a district championship.
Yeah, one of the favorite things I've heard Coach Zerby talk about over the years is, he's got this quote I've heard him say where, it's amazing what can be accomplished when nobody worries about who gets credit. And I think that kind of speaks pretty much perfectly for this team. All year long, we saw them kind of start off great. We have that long break where our kids go home for a couple weeks. They kind of came back a little loggy. We had Trey come back. That added a spark. But all along, I think one of the things you and I have talked about is, these guys are fun to watch.
Yeah.
They really enjoy playing with each other. And what's great is we saw it even as recent as last week, where when someone maybe needs to be picked up, someone's going to step up. Pedro will step up on the offensive scoring if Danya might be off. But, one of the things I've heard from the coaches, these guys all really like each other.
Yeah, you can see it too.
They enjoy playing. Even the younger guys, the older guys have brought them along. Those games where there might be ahead a lot and some of the younger guys get in. The seniors and the guys that starters, they're standing. They're cheering. So that right there speaks volumes to Coach Zerby and the program that he's developing here at Milton Hershey School. I know that he's even liking to say now that Milton Hershey's now a basketball school.
Ah, look at that. Well, I mean, it's noticed. I've seen it at times when the JV games are wrapping up. The varsity guys are out there cheering them on and things like that. And I want to touch on, we'll talk about this a lot tonight, obviously, but it's a huge opportunity for the seniors. We talk a ton about Danye Baylor-Garrell, but you think about a guy who came to this school as a pre-K student. He's been here all these years. For him to leave this kind of a legacy, he's the all-time leading scorer in the program. He has a chance to win a district title. What an opportunity for him and the other seniors to cap off what's just been a fantastic time here at Milton Hershey School. So let's talk about what's on the line tonight. The Bearcats come into this one 16-9 overall. The Spartans 22-3. That's in the district standings. Both of them have losses outside of district opponents. The Spartans have actually lost 5 games overall, and I believe York High's lost 10 games. But in terms of how the district rates these guys, this is their record. York, they get about 64 points a game. They allow better than 60 points a game. The Spartans, you said this from Coach Zerby all along, they get about 80 points a game. They only give up about 60 points a game. So who do the Spartans beat to get to this contest tonight? Well, they rolled past number 12 Shippensburg. They rolled over Garden Spot. And then they beat Lower Dauphin. And then tonight, it's a 10-seed York High team. There's been upsets all over this bracket. And if you've listened to these live streams throughout the year, I talked about how stacked the Capital Division was this year. Spartans survived that. And then the 5A bracket is so good this year that just because they're a 10-seed, don't sleep on them at all tonight, folks. They're a very good 10-seed, and they should present a pretty good test for these guys.
Yep. And I guess, you can also look at the fact that the Spartans were a 5 seed, right? So,
right.
But a lot of people had them being right here in the finals, if not winning it. And a lot of that seeding is based on records and things that he played. But, again, it's so critical to look at how good the Spartans were playing down towards the backstretch of the season. We talked about that loss at State College, but what the positivity that came out of that game. Here they played a 6A school, and they played them right down to the wire.
And a 6A school that will likely win the state championship.
Yes.
Listen to that prediction. So, Jay, I don't know if you know how cool this is. We've got some serious production out of these guys in the playoffs. Pedro's actually leading scorer in the postseason, getting 23 points a game, 28 last Monday night in that victory over Lower Dauphin. And then Danye actually finished. We talked about being an off night for Danye. He finished with 21 points.
Yeah.
He's averaging almost 20 and a half points a game in the playoffs. That's with, you think about his games, he only had 8 the first game. Then he went for, 36? And then 21 last game. So he can fill it up. And if he gets going tonight, this could be over in a hurry.
Well, and I've asked Coach Zergi if he could even remember the last time he might have 2 guys that are averaging over 20 points a season.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't figure into Danye. We talked about his ball handling and his assists are not in there. But then right there, Trey, averaging 11.7. And a lot of those are off of hustle and fast breaks and stuff.
Yep.
But again, I talked about this last week. He creates, when he drives into the lane, he creates so many opportunities not only for himself but others.
Yeah.
It's something we like to see.
There's Josh Parra as well, also getting better than 10 points a game. So 4 guys averaging double figures in the playoffs for these guys. You know what Trayvon does that I don't think we get enough credit for? Is teams have decided the way to attempt to shut down Milton Hershey is just deny Danye the ball. So Danye can't run point. And then Jaden also gets kind of forced out. Trayvon runs point.
Yep.
And nobody we've seen this year is quite ready that this guy who's in the jump circle, he's matching up with your 4 and your 5, can handle the ball like a guard.
Yep.
And it creates so many mismatches in the half-court set when the Spartans are, flowing. So York High, they've got some history in this game, Jay.
Yep.
Tell you what, these guys know how to get it done in the big game. They're no stranger to the Giants Center. The Bearcats have won district titles 2014, 2015, and 2011. So these guys were here cheering on their brothers. I know some of these guys, I recognize their last names. They had family members who've come through this program before them. So Clovis Gannon has got his team ready to play tonight. How'd they get here? Remember, they're the 10 seed, so they've done nothing but upset people from day one. They took down New Oxford. New Oxford was a weird team to me. They were rated in the top 3 or 4 teams in the district all season long. Then York High showed them exactly who the Kings of York County are, beat them 57-53. Then they knocked off Greencastle, the 2 seed in the tournament, by 3. And then that unbelievable game against Northeastern on Monday night, 84-80 in overtime. Northeastern has Division I kids. They are a basketball factory these days. It's a huge win. The thing, Jay, so emotional for them to have that game, to pull it out the way they did. They came back from down double digits in the 4th quarter. Are they going to be able to match that intensity tonight?
Well, and again, we reflect back to that game, and as you and I were here waiting for our game to start, we got to watch that. And there was, almost at the end of the first half, it looked like it was going to be almost a blowout.
Yeah.
And there were several times where, Northeastern was well ahead. But that was a perfect example where a team like that and any team you face at this time of year, if you don't take the opportunity to put them away, and the longer you let them stick around, it's going to come back. And that's what happened. They worked their way back into it. And next thing you know, we're going to overtime.
There was a buzzer beater at the end of regulation by Kyrie Jenneret. I think Kyrie finished with better than 35 points, maybe more than that. And I'm watching him warm up right now. He just knocked down a 3. You'll get to see him a lot tonight. He's number 1. He's a 6'1 senior. He's got a very distinct haircut. And his release is so sort of lackadaisical. He just kind of looks like a set shot, like somebody who's taking a free throw. But that's how he fires his threes. Here he goes right now. And he barely jumps.
Yep.
And just knocks him down. So that is the guy to watch tonight. And there you see Danye talking things over with Naeem. They got plenty to talk about as well.
And I would think that we're going to see, we're going to see Trey on probably number 1 or number 2. They were the scorers last game, and as we've talked about all season, that's their defensive game plan for the Spartans. They're going to put Trey Ferguson on the most dangerous player.
Yeah.
And what's awesome to watch with Trey, that could be a 6'8 guy, or it could be a 5'10 guy. That we've seen him, and he can cover both, which is unbelievable.
Well, he's a dual sport athlete. Just in the winter time, he won the state triple jump track and field championship. And I understand, Jay, that was a really. I talked to somebody who was covering that it was a really dramatic final, that Trey and the other guy went back and forth, and Trey had to go out and win it on his last jump, and he did.
Yep.
Man, what a competitor he is.
Yes, definitely. We've talked about his competitive nature and his intensity all year long. And what's great is that has also spread to the team.
Yeah.
One of the things you got to watch is, Trey, he plays such tight defense. I was talking to one of the coaches, Victor Fleming, today. He plays such intense defense every game, but at most he might get 1 to 2 fouls. Well, he does not get fouls, but he just, and what he says is, what Coach Fleming says, what he does is he just establishes a presence and he intimidates guys right off the bat so that he also doesn't have to foul to make a difference.
Well, and he does such a good job of the guy he's defending never even gets the ball. So let's take a trip back in time, if you will. Last time the Spartans took home district gold, 2005. There you see him right there, the AA championship team. In those days, I think there was only 3 A's that, of division. So a AA title, they took down Trinity in that game. And as we were telling you last time, we've heard from some of these guys. We've reached out to some of the alums who are on that team, and we'll remind you some of their thoughts right now. About DeAndre Robinson. He was on that squad, and he said, I'm proud of the boys. They should be proud of themselves, have fun, enjoy the moment, and work as hard as you can.
Yep. See a lot of faces in that crowd. Mahari Clark, we heard from last game. I think he contacted us all the way from Australia. He's able to watch the live stream.
I think I got a Mahari quote coming up. Next up, Joshua Jackson. Enjoy the moment. Live in it. Breathe it. Understand what it means that you've pushed to this point. Trust your brothers. Trust your coaches. And trust your effort. What I like about these inspirational quotes is they're not even like, I'm proud of you guys, good job. They're like, go out and win it. You're not done yet.
Well, and I think if we had the opportunity to talk to these guys, that moment that happened right here on this floor, 13 years ago?
Yeah.
Still is impacting their lives, and they still can remember it and think about it. I know I was here. I remember that very vividly. And that's what these guys are trying to do. They're trying to create memories for themselves, but every other Spartan fan in this crowd.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to undersell that. We talk about the state tournament, and that's something to be really proud of. But a district gold, to pull off a district championship, is something that so few high school athletes will ever have a chance to even consider. This is a huge opportunity tonight, and it'll be an extra large banner in the Spartan Center. That's what a district championship means to people. It's a big, big deal. All right, one last one here is you see the coaches meeting going on there, the captain's meeting, I should say, with the refs. How about Mahari Clark? He said, always keep playing for each other. I remember going into the stadium and seeing the whole school in attendance. It was an amazing feeling. Get out there and play for all the people who helps you get to this point. Mahari Clark, who, as Jade mentioned, in Australia these days. So from the Giants Center with a gold medal around his neck to the land down under, still supporting his Spartans. There's Coach Zerby in the meeting, getting a rundown on things. As we'll get to say these names quite a bit tonight. It's Kyrie Jenneret, Clovis Gannon Jr., and Marquise McLean. Those are the 3 scorers for York High. And this has been a down year for the Bearcats. They lost 10 games, a bunch of bad losses to York County teams that they normally don't have any trouble with. They are usually the class of York County amongst the big schools. It's Northeastern, York High, sometimes West York gets hot. There's been some good teams at Dallastown, but year in and year out, York High basketball, they have a great following, a great tradition. They play up-tempo style. And for them to pull off the upset they did the other night was really something special. But, Jay, we talked about it. You can make an argument that the up-tempo, fire a bunch of shots style of York High might actually be a better matchup for us.
Yeah, and we talked about that a couple of games ago. I forget the team we played, but they were a three-pointing team, and I was in the pregame and Coach Zerby talked about, what happens when you have a three-point shooting team. What that does is that creates long rebounds, which, you get your guards, you get your Danyes, you get your Hassan Kamars. They're getting those, and they're going. And what that does is that creates a transition and opportunities for a layoff. So I would look for that for the Spartans take advantage of those long rebounds. We've talked about that sometimes the Spartans actually struggle about those rebounds right there in the paint.
Yeah.
But, for us, the key will be getting out and getting quick on the boards.
The rebounding is something that early in the year I just, looked at the sheer size of the Spartan roster and thought, they're going to shoot the ball well. We know Danye can score, but will they be able to get on the glass? And to watch Josh Para grow up in front of our eyes, watch Naeem get more confident in all aspects of his game, and watch Trayvon Ferguson, who everybody in the track and field world knows about, suddenly become a basketball star. These guys didn't have major roles in the team last year. The only guys who had major roles was, Danye, Pedro.
Yep.
And these guys have stepped right up and made a real impact, and now taking this team to a place that with Keontae and Danye they could never get to before.
Right, and we've talked about Josh Para's development all year, and caught me before the game, and he said that his parents were listening last week, appreciate it, and they would be listening tonight. So I want to say hi to Josh's folks out in Pittsburgh. But, we have seen him grow, and I talk about it, and I like to use a term with him. He gets a sneaky 10.2 points a game. And, a lot of them are putbacks, but he has gotten so much bigger and stronger, and he's only a sophomore. I think he's got like 15 size feet. So,
oh, wow.
I think the coaches are just ecstatic about where he can go. I know he's been playing a lot of AAU. But, between and what we've also talked about is that it's also with him and Trey, that's freed Pedro up a little bit.
Yeah,
to become a little bit more of an offensive threat.
And really that's been the key to this season is that when a team gets out there and has the size to kind of force Danye into some bad shots, there's enough weapons out there that teams can't just center on just Danye for all 4 quarters. So it frees up other guys to score. They've been delivering on that, which then in turn frees up Danye to get a few more looks. And next thing you know, that's why the Spartans average better than 80 points a game. So as we get to the starting lineups now, there's Kyrie Jenneret. If you've followed sports in this area, you remember Malik Jenneret at York High went on to play football at UConn, but he won a state championship at basketball, so comes from the same family. And that's the coach's son, Clovis Gallen Jr., number 2.
Yep, 1 and 2 right there that you see. They're going to be the offensive producers for York High. I would look to see Trey and Naeem covering those 2.
As you see Seth Bernstein just smacking the chair. He was fun to watch in that comeback as he goes. Big energy right there. He was getting the crowd fired up. So
he's probably their version of Pedro.
This is something to talk about, though. So York High got teed up 3 times in that game. They play high emotion. They'll push your buttons. They'll scream in your face. So it's going to be a test for the Spartans who, we pride ourselves on winning those sportsmanship awards, but you can't fall into those traps.
Well, and here's something to think about. We talked about the emotion and how, the roller coaster that last game was. You can see a lot of emotion right now. That's going to be a little bit draining. One of the things we talked about with the Spartans is they're on even keel. You look at a Danye, you look at a Josh, you can't tell whether they missed the shot or made it. They're so consistent, which is what I love watching. They don't get down when they're down, which is something we've really struggled with in the past. But, I'm just interested to see how much emotion will play into tonight's game, as you mentioned.
Well, York High is going to come out blazing. Okay, starting 5 for us. Danye Baylor-Carroll, Pedro Rodriguez, Naeem Cross, Jaden Young, and Trayvon Ferguson. There's the huddle. Some final words. Although that huddle, the handshakes, the timing, that hasn't changed since really week 1.
Yep.
Everything stays the same.
Yep. Pedro
Court feels
trying to get
bigger.
The student section going a little bit. Although I think the challenge is we don't have a student section. They're everywhere.
Everywhere. That's right. Yeah, so York High is kind of tucked in behind their bench. I see a few blue and orange shirts and hats tucked in around us. Mark Zerby walks all the way out almost to the jump circle, some final instructions for his guys. Clovis Gallen Jr. gives his team some instruction. Clovis got a technical foul on him as the coach last game too, so York High runs at full emotion all the time. And you see the big man, 20, Marquise McLean. He and Naeem kind of match up as similarly physically, and they're also both, sneaky athletic. I was watching Marquise make moves last time thinking, man, that guy can trick you. I think he looks big and bulky. He's not. He's ready to move.
And you watch him tonight. One of his main priorities is setting picks for those 2 shooters, 1 and 2.
Full disclosure, Jay, I called in sick to work today. So if my bosses are listening, just nothing. The Spartan basketball.
Showing a lot of grit and perseverance
I was sick,
tonight.
But I'm not going to miss this one. Tip is controlled by York High. Driven right at the rim, no foul. Ball's on the ground. That's tipped out of bounds. Should be Spartan basketball.
Yep.
Good no call. Jaden Young defending.
And you can see, there's going to be already gotten a little gamemanship going on here, trying to cover Danye, and the referee going to talk to him.
That's Javon Woodyard.
Yep.
You want to get Danye going. Look at Trayvon saying, let's make some noise. Now Danye's got his first touch, so Javon's just trying to get in his head, but nothing going. Trayvon left alone. So the scouting, another no-look pass. Down low for Naeem. Drops it off the rim, doesn't go.
It's a good look inside, though.
I love the no-looks. Would love to see that go down.
You see there Jaden taken away. Obviously not worried about him driving left on him.
Clovis Gallen Jr. thought about it. Bernstein left alone. Jenneret's first touch in the offensive flow. Gets free for a second.
Good coverage there by
There's a
Trey.
nice
Way to
double.
shut down the line. We're going to get a jump ball out of it. That's a defensive win right there. Good job by Trey Ferguson coming and shutting down the baseline.
Pedro grabbing that to force the jump.
We're going to see how long it's going to take until this guy that's covering Danye gets his first foul. But as you mentioned, it's all right. We'll just have Trey bring it up.
Right. It's a key factor. Multiple guys can handle the ball pretty easily. Step back three. Doesn't go. Rebound,
All right.
Jenneret. York has yet to get a shot off. Clovis gets left alone, though. Rolls it off the iron. Danye's got it. Pushes ahead for Trey. Guarded by Bernstein. Slips through the paint. Right hand. Doesn't go. Grabs his own board. Oh, they say over the back. It's a tough call. Seth was in no position to make a rebound.
Yeah, and that's just Trey being aggressive, which we like to see.
Spartans 0 for 3 in the first minute and a half.
Now we got a lot of folks out there listening tonight.
Jaden Young defending Javon Woodyard. Junior on junior. Javon drives, gives it up to Marquise McLean, his first touch. Javon for three. Rolls it off. Danye's got another rebound. He's got 2 rebounds. We still don't have any points from either squad. Danye goes inside, hangs, has it blocked. McLean got it. Not even last touched by Trayvon.
2 minutes in, we still don't have a score.
Spartan bench clapping it up. And you called it. So Trayvon's got his hands full with Kyrie Jenneret. There's a screen from Bernstein. Jenneret drives, gives it up. Now McLean head of steam to the rim, up and in. So York strikes first.
Got some athletic moves for a big guy. Spartans need to answer here.
Jaden's got it. A lot of bodies getting hit. Naeem.
There
Jaden
it is.
for three. Got
Boom!
it. Jaden Young puts the Spartans on the board.
And again, if you want to try and take away Danye, you're going to have to worry about everybody else.
Jaden, great job fighting through that screen. Look at Trayvon.
Yep. And I know Spartans spend a lot of time working on that in practice since they've been playing these teams here in the playoffs. A lot of, when you get to these teams, and sometimes what you do is in a game like this where you got 2 or 3 shooters and everybody else's job is to try and create opportunities for them.
District championship basketball. That's a walk. You cannot move your feet. I've seen them guys getting away with that all of a sudden. McLean. The foul on Naeem. That's 2 big boys running into each other down there. So as much as that is Trayvon Ferguson's job to keep the ball out of Kyrie Jenneret's hands, keep your eye on Javon Woodyard and how he is just blanketing Danye Baylor-Carroll.
Yeah, it's clear that the coaches have asked him just to be his shadow. Anywhere he goes, he is to follow him.
So although the score now tied at 3 tells the story, obviously, the Spartans, though, have had a lot better looks at the basket. York High has yet to get a clean look at the hoop. McLean knocks them both down. Naeem. Trayvon at the free throw line, pulls it out. Jaden will take another 3. This one's a little deeper, doesn't go. Rebounds. Oh, say last touch by Danye.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that on Danye. See a press here.
Spartans go to their bench. Josh Pyro's going to come in for the first time. Kyrie grabs it. He drives. Gives it up.
Good defense there.
Hands everywhere. Danye's got it here. Numbers for the Spartans. Danye keeps it, slices through, and then has it blocked again. Gets it back. It'll stay here.
Like to see the aggressiveness with Danye still taking the ball to the hole.
So Josh Parra replaces Naeem Cross. Trayvon handles the inbound duties here. Danye. Jaden drives. He's got some space. Up and under.
Nice
Jaden
move.
Young's got the Spartans' first 5.
Maybe tonight's going to be Jaden's night. That's all right.
Marquise McLean guarded by Josh Para. Seth Bernstein says, I'll take the elbow jumper. Doesn't go. Danye's got 3 rebounds.
Right.
Jaden, crossover in the paint. Nice dish for Para at the glass. Rolls it off.
Oh, we got
Another
a foul.
over the back foul on the Spartans.
I think he might have gotten Jaden on that one. Oh, he's going to call it on Josh.
Josh. Just 5-4 here, 4 minutes into the game. Marquise McLean spins free and then gives it up to Woodyard. Jaden's got quick hands. Watch him get a steal here. Pedro's got the scattering foot on Bernstein. Let him shoot. McLean, though, big man goes in. Strong left hand doesn't go.
Another foul on Josh. Quick one.
2 quick fouls on Josh Para.
Did a nice job defending the shot, contesting the shot, avoided the foul, and unfortunately got caught there on the rebound.
Bernstein in the corner, gives it to Woodyard. Spartans in that strong man-to-man served them very well. Again, have to acknowledge how hard the Bearcats have had to work for looks so far.
Yep, Spartans have done a great job closing down those lanes, denying the ball.
Danye went for the steal. Jenneret, quick shot, got it. That's a 3. Kyrie Jenneret's got his first 3 of the game. There's the first foul.
All right.
On Woodyard away from the ball.
Oh, and now he's going to talk some more.
Trying to talk to Danye.
There's the emotion we talked about. This is the second time a ref had to talk to him. And that's where you're going to see the maturity of Danye come out.
You know, what's interesting is Clovis Gallen pulled him out of the game.
Yeah.
Naeems checks back in. Something about Bearcats look out of sorts here. Jaden gets wide open for a 3. Got to make it hurt, boys. Doesn't go down. Naeem runs down the rebound.
It's all right. If they're going to give us that open look, we're going to take it.
Danye takes another one. Doesn't go. He's forcing it right now.
You can tell the York fans have done their homework, too, because they're cheering when Danye misses a shot.
Danye nearly comes up with a steal there. So 7-5, York High, 2:37 to go.
And again, the target Coach Zerby has, they want to hit about 20 per period. Spartans got a long way to go here, but gotten a lot of good looks.
Seems like that could have been over and back. Clovis Gallen Jr., head coach's son. There's a steal. Danye's got it here. See what he does. Absorbs the contact and he'll go to the line.
One of the things I really appreciate, Danye, he is not afraid to go to the hole on anybody.
No. And you know what? Short memory, too. He gets a shot blocked. He doesn't worry about it.
Well, and I've talked about this last couple times. Last thing you want to do is put him on the line and let him get a couple shots to
see the net go down a few times.
Yep, and get his rhythm.
So Carrington Smith is going to check in, the senior. See who he gives a rest to. Danye rolls that one home. Carrington checks in for Trayvon. Quick breather for Trayvon. So first 2 points for Danye are down. We're tied at 7. Pedro doesn't have a bucket yet either. 2 guys averaging better than 20 points a game in the playoffs. There's Kyrie Jenneret, guarded by Carrington. Carrington works to stay with him. Nearly a walk. McLean head of steam. Big
Good defense by Carrington.
Pedro's got it. Tries to push. Gives it to Naeem. Back to Pedro. Jaden drives, smart drive, gives it, Carrington loses it. Might have been a double dribble. Oh, now we're just lost. Still nobody guarding anybody. Jaden steps up and rolls it in. York High defense is back on its heels, so Spartans regain the lead, 9-7.
You see Trey Ferguson get ready to check back in. Good defense, closing down the lane.
Man is lost
back
there.
Good job, Pedro.
And he threw it out of bounds. I thought it was off Pedro. No, just good defense forces the turnover. Trayvon checks back in. Carrington's back out. So this is the starting 5 back on the floor for the Spartans. Screen from Pedro. Loose defense from the Bearcats on everybody except Danye. Trayvon goes all the way to the basket,
nice
gives
pass.
it to Jaden. What a dish, or what a deuce.
And there's where he's so dangerous, right? And they almost look like what's happened now is he's been out. You know, Coach Zerby said, Trayvon, you got to go to the hole.
Yeah.
Either score or create a shot for somebody.
Again, he can handle the ball as well as any guard.
Yep. And we talked about that last week. You can almost see it in him. When he's made up his mind, he's going to go.
There he goes, another nice turnover. Naeem slipped a hand in there, and Kyrie Jenrette threw it out of bounds. So and he get 3 straight turnovers?
Yep, and we need to capitalize. This is one of the things we struggled with last week was we were given opportunities and did not capitalize on it.
Trayvon brings it up again. Jaden drives.
Almost was a carry there.
Pedro left alone, says, give it to me. He was calling for it the whole time, and he hits it.
For 3.
Pedro Rodriguez is on the board. You see him calling for it? He's like, this is my spot.
Yep.
14-7, Spartans on a spurt here.
Since we got Pedro, you know, one of his traditions is he's got a lot of traditions pregame. And one of them has become that he likes to text me who he wants to say hi to. And usually it's family and friends. But tonight he wanted to give a shout out to all the families of the players watching at home, the fans, and the whole Spartan family that is here tonight.
Look at Marquise McLean trying to run out some clock. Gives it up to Jenrette, guarded by Trey. Trey with a hand in his face, misses it. Put back, doesn't go. And that's going to do it. So Spartans end the quarter on a 9-0 run.
Yep.
And they lead 14-7. Jay, I'm looking at some jabbing going on between the crowds as well.
Yep.
So after 1 here at Giant Center, Spartans lead 14-7. You can't go anywhere. This is a district championship on the line. We'll be right back on MHSkids.org. Back at Giant Center, Mike Straub alongside Jay Garvey from Family Relations. Jay, I'm so impressed the way these guys, time and time again, what feels like a slow start, they don't have a panic button.
Nope.
They settle in. There's no stage too big for these guys. They trust each other. And I go back to, I think it's a unique quality of MHS, these guys who have been in student homes together, TLs, the way these guys, the bonds that the Spartans have is just a different bond than other teams have.
Yeah, you know, and so many times it becomes almost like a cliche, right? Like they're being brothers.
Right.
But, you know, I would venture to say that no other place is going to create the bonds and the brotherhood on a team.
Right.
You know, these guys aren't teammates. You know, they've lived together. They've grown up together. Some of them have been together 10 years.
And that shows even after losses this year, they're not too down on themselves.
Nope.
Nice take by Jenrette. Doesn't go, though. Naeem's almost got a hand on it. Does have it. Got to get it to somebody.
Going to call for a walk.
Man, that is
it's all right. It's good hustle, though. Coach Zerby imploring him. That's good hustle. Good defense, and that, again, is going to be the key tonight, is preventing those shots, not letting those guys get a look. And, you know, we've already seen, we got Jaden stepping up with 9 points. You know, Spartans will get their shots. Someone will step up. They always do.
Danye guards Clovis Gallen Jr. Trayvon like glue to Kyrie Jenrette, although he gets an option here.
Here goes the competitiveness of Trey.
And you know what? You can already see Kyrie just not nearly as comfortable as he was last game because he can't get past him. Trey's too quick. Takes a nice screen. There's a lot of steps to the rim for 2.
Well, and what's also happening, it's nice,
and
this was something the coaches were hoping to see, is when they do set that screen, you're going to see other players going to come down and help cover.
Right back on the other end, Trey takes it in and gets fouled, so he knocked down some free throws. Again, I'm a broken record. Look how much harder York High has to work for a look compared to the Spartans right now.
Yeah.
And I say this every time. Nobody can run with the Spartans.
No.
Nobody's in shape the way Mark Zerby has these guys in shape.
Yep.
Trey knocks down the first. All right, Javon Woodyard's going to check back in. Twice the refs had to talk to him about his at least some level of tenacity.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see if they even have him go right back on Danye.
Nice job by Trayvon to knock them both down. Well, nobody's on Javon right now. Pedro says, that's not my man, but he steps up anyway. Kick out for Clovis. Now Carrington's on him. Tries to drive past Carrington. It's a dish for 3.
It's going to be a long.
Danye's got
There's
it.
the transition.
Off to the races. Woodyard goes down, gives it to Trayvon. Shot fake, up and rolls it off.
Pedro's there for the
Pedro's
rebound.
got it momentarily, gives it to Trayvon. One-handed to Carrington, double dribble, no call. Another no look. Danye's got his first 3. NBA range, too. How many no-look passes did Trayvon have on just that end? Oh, Danye creates the steal.
Same team, guys.
Pedro's got it. Pushes ahead. Trey go up and dunk it. Gets his man up, and he's fouled. Nice, smart play by Trayvon Ferguson.
Get the foul. He's been pretty good from the line. I don't want to jinx anything, but, you know, he's maybe feeling pretty confident about those free throws.
Well, still, it's a smart play. You're up by 10. That's Clovis Gallen, one of their star players.
Yep.
Get a foul on him. Try to make a three-point play, but
absolutely,
I still like the awareness. And Trayvon's got 3 in a row. Spartans' lead has grown to 11. 6:05 to go in the half.
And again, in games like this, you just have to keep the hammer down. The Spartans are going to have to continue to keep up this pace with tenacious defense. No lead is going to be too safe for this team. We saw it last week.
So it pays off.
Early in the week.
Yeah, Trayvon got them both. So the foul and 2 points. And he's back on Kyrie Jenneret. Danye nearly had another steal. Clovis, nice pass for McLean.
And again, great job by the Spartans closing down the gaps inside the paint.
Clovis, NBA 3. Back iron. Danye's got another board.
He might have gotten away with a little bit of a push there, but.
Skies to the rim. Danye rolls off. Oh, he had options too. How'd that not go down?
Hassan.
Oh, and Hassan checks in and commits a foul.
It's all right. You see Pedro there.
Yep. And I love those hustle plays when Hassan, those guys, they know their minutes are going to be sparing. They might as well go for a few big steals, and that's just a great play.
Well, and that's another thing that's so great about Coach Zerbe is, you know, he doesn't get on them for doing something like that because that's why they're in there. They're to bring a spark, bring in a fresh set of legs, bring in some intensity.
So Spartans leading 21-9. And I'm, 4 missed right around the rim?
Yeah. And again, that was kind of a crutch for us last week, but we need to capitalize on those. Like the opportunities we're getting, though. And again, we talked about that, those long rebounds and being able to push it up the court.
Kyrie gives it up. Again, nice job by Trayvon to force the pass. Woodyard slices in, rolls it off, and then that's going to be Spartan basketball. Last touch by Woodyard. Man, the Spartans defense tonight. I almost feel guilty for ever talking about how much we used to love that zone they ran. Their man-to-man is just so tight now.
Yeah, we haven't seen the need for it right now. Yep. You know, and we've talked about how that ends up creating turnovers. And talking to coaches, what actually they hope to get out is that it creates some confusion.
Pedro pull up, love that. Oh, I thought it was in. Jenneret head of steam, 1-on-3, but he's able to finish it. Nice job, Kyrie Jenneret.
Yes, nice athletic move.
Coach Zerbe calls a quick timeout, something he did not like all of a sudden there. It's still a 10-point Spartan lead. We'll keep it here. So, looking at 40. 4 points for Trayvon, all at the free throw line. But it was out of that last time, his time on the bench, when coach said, you can create. We need you to be on the gas. And what's interesting is how York High had such tenacious defense just in that first couple of possessions. They're really sitting back defensively now, kind of waiting for the Spartans to shoot, and then they crash the boards. They're really not defending as tightly as they were early in the game. And I don't know, they can't match the intensity they had against Northeastern, or keep in mind, they only came to life in the fourth quarter against Northeastern.
Yeah, and anybody that's, you know, scouts the Spartans, there's no secret, right? They know that everything's going to kind of go through Danye, and you saw that. But what they realize is when they start putting so much focus on there, everybody else starts to step up, creates opportunities.
Set the lineup, Trayvon Ferguson, Danye Baylor-Carroll's got the ball in his hand, Hassan Kamara, Naeem Cross, and Pedro Rodriguez out there for the Spartans. Look at Hassan. Nobody wants to guard him, so he gives it to Trayvon for an easy 2 and a foul. See what I mean about the York defense right now? They're just sort of standing around.
And you can see what their game plan is now, right? We're going to drive the lane, and when they close, there's somebody open.
Well, I wonder if Coach Zerbe kind of recognized what we're talking about as away from the game a little bit, saying they're really sitting back. Just drive.
Yep.
Because right out of that timeout, Hassan said, see ya.
Yep.
Trayvon 5 in a row.
Wow. That might be the most exciting thing right now is that we're doing pretty well from the free throw line.
Josh Parra checks back into the game. Remember, he's got 2 fouls. The York High bench comes to life.
Trying
the
to
crowd,
get
I should say.
Yep.
Someone's removed their shirt. That's what they're going so crazy for, Jay. There's Seth
Good
Bernstein
defense
inside.
by Josh. Good defense.
Nice job by Seth Bernstein. That's the guy nobody guards. This head can't shoot, and he drops it in. Look at Josh is taking up real estate down there on the block right now. Naeem back to Trayvon. Runs into Marquise McLean. Oh, and then he throws it. Oh, Donnie's able to snag it. Donnie with a hand in his face. Rolls off the back. Rebound. Naeem cross.
Nice move, Naeem, with the left
man.
hand. All right, Naeem, when you watch us back, we've been pushing you to get better on offense, and you have. Way to answer.
Big board, Naeem cross. Pedro's over there clapping, loves it. Woodyard to the rim, runs into Josh Parra, rolls it off. Josh has got it, gives it to Danye. Ahead to Trayvon in traffic, scoots through and misses another one. Naeem.
All right, Josh, that's okay.
Some confusion, York High ball.
Love the hustle on the Spartans, loving the hustle.
Still so many chances inside, boys. 26-13 though, Spartans extending that lead. They mix in some more fresh legs. Pedro's back on, as is Jaden Young.
We kind of predicted we were going to see a game like this. A lot of running after watching them play. We said this would be a fun team to watch us play. And so far, I'm liking the results.
Seeing a non-traditional point guard. Look at Marquise McLean. I'm telling you, sneaky athletic. There he goes. Ball's on the ground. Bernstein goes up and gets it, but it's stolen. Danye through the traffic. Has it stolen back, though. Kyrie Jennerette. McLean's all alone for an easy one.
Yep.
Cuts the lead back to 11. Pedro left alone, thought about it, drives, scoots out of his hand. Look at Josh Parra getting after it. Oh, can't corral it. It's an ugly couple of possessions here for the Spartans.
Yep.
Tell you what, Josh did a nice job in that possession, creating some havoc, grabbing some boards, and that the time on the floor, I should say. Jennerette's got it. He's going to try to run at Trayvon this time. Trayvon says, man, I'm a track star. McLean goes at Naeem. Muscle against muscle. Doesn't go down. Bernstein has it. Woodyard, I thought he was going to shoot it.
Look at Pedro. Don't get crazy.
Running him back, though.
You can see the York's almost trying to draw them out of that paint because they've been so unsuccessful at getting shots off in there.
Nice pass, nice ball movement. That's going to be a foul on
Pedro.
They're actually going to get Trayvon.
Oh.
Looks like he pointed at Trayvon.
It'll be his second.
It is Trayvon's second foul.
And here I must have, because I said something at the beginning of the broadcast about how he plays such tight defense.
One foul a quarter is nothing to complain about. We
especially
survive.
for as tight a defense as he historically plays.
Marquise misses that one. I like Marquise's style, the way he plays. And I saw him helping up Josh Parra on the last possession. And then calmly knocks down a free throw. So it's a 10-point game. York High's chipping away at it. Jaden, step back. Trayvon waves somebody into position. He goes to Naeem at the free throw line. Crossover, Naeem getting down low. Can't get it to go. Pedro takes a whack, takes another whack. Oh, tries to pass it. I don't think he needed to. I think that's what the coaches are telling him.
Yeah. I like the offensive moves Naeem is showing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been something that Coach Zerbe told him is you need to take advantage of having, one-on-one coverage down there. Just over 2 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Bearcats with a chance to cut it to single digits. Woodyard drives on Jaden Young, gets caught, gives it up for Minter. Minter for three, got it. Edward Minter.
What do we think? Danye does his customary? I guess not. He usually comes right down and fires.
Carrington head of steam.
Nice.
Basket. Carrington Smith ran over Kyrie Jenneret.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that wasn't a walk.
We'll take Carrington getting in the book.
It's a good sign.
Pull up. Rolls off. Tipped around. It'll go Spartans' way.
Smart play there by Carrington. He knew that was not going to be on them.
Jaden Young brings it up over to Naeem on the wing. No look pass for Carrington. Shimmies inside and misses it. Battle for the ball.
Rebound.
Gives it to Naeem. It's blocked.
Again, I guess they're going to let him play.
Marquise McLean in transition, running over everybody and misses it badly.
Should be a self-pass.
And no looks it over to nobody. I think it grazed the rim. That had a very playground feel to that entire flow there as Kyrie misses that one. Pedro got away with a walk. Gives it to Jaden in transition. Up off the glass and drops it in. Finally, somebody knocks down a transition bucket.
Got to get back, though. We've got a man down under the basket.
Minter, he's had the hot hand, really. Gives it up for Woodyard. Carrington reaches.
Carrington putting in a good shift here.
Definitely. Nice job, Carrington Smith. Spark off the bench.
Another one of the senior leaders, more of a silent leader, but just leads by example. Very highly respected around campus. Going to play college football.
Hassan replaces Carrington. Spartans go small here for the last 40 seconds of the quarter. Danye, Hassan, Jaden, Naeem, and Pedro. Woodyard, flat shot, but Bernstein outmuscles everybody and then drops it in. It's a danger of going small, Jay.
Yep. Also look like they've switched up and put Edward Minter on Danye.
Yeah, it's been like that for most of I think this entire quarter. Minter has taken that role. That's the second foul, I think, on Woodyard. Perro's going to check back in, as is Trey. 29 seconds here. See what they have designed. That's a kicked ball. See Danye trying to occupy some real estate down there. It's lobbed out for him. He's able to corral it and drive. Danye through everybody, doesn't go.
Almost got the roll.
20 seconds. Marquise McLean to the rack. Running over everybody.
We had one call.
One guy.
He was calling it offensive.
Yeah. Oh, man.
The whole Spartan crowd saw it, too. We had one ref getting ready to call the offensive. I'm not sure who'd they call that on Spartan. Is that Josh?
No. I think it was Jaden who got run over, trying to take a charge. Look at the way they guard Danye, even when their own team is shooting free throws.
Yeah. Well, I think this is probably them trying to be psychological more than anything.
Yeah.
That hasn't worked in the past.
No. McLean rolls it in, so it's down to 6, just like that. As Jaden brings it up.
Gonna hold for here for the last shot.
Danye's got it. Guarded by Minter and Bernstein. Pulls up for 3, doesn't go. Battle for the board. Josh Para goes up, has it knocked away. So an ugly end of the half for the Spartans. All right, so as it goes right now, Milton Hershey has the lead. They've led by as many as 13, but it's only 6 as we go to the halftime break. Milton Hershey leading York High in the 5A District Championship game, 30-24. We appreciate you joining us tonight We'll bring you the second half in just a couple of minutes. For now, enjoy some fine programming here on MHSkids.org.
It's a cross-curricular design thinking project, so there's a lot of different subjects involved.
Banana climate plane, how are we going to make one?
The students start off by reading the City of Ember book in reading class. The teams have to choose a problem at City of Ember to solve.
So we're making a machine that waters plants.
We're trying to figure out a way to distribute food to the people of Ember.
They have to create a Rube Goldberg machine using various simple machines.
We're capturing fish.
We're really focusing on empathy this year.
What would it be like if we had limited electricity, limited food?
Oh. Okay, well, figuring out what did we do wrong?
We're getting there.
Or how can we figure out how to make it better?
Just rolled like that and then bounced off.
Come up with things that they wouldn't necessarily have time to in a regular classroom setting.
You're just testing, modifying, testing, modifying. Close enough. Try it again.
It's really fun for the teachers to work together as well and to see the kids have fun and grow and learn all at the same time.
The clothing is supplied free of charge to our students when they enroll at Milton Hershey.
Picking out some fancy clothes, some nice stuff.
And they get a full tub, an overflowing tub, with all of their clothing when they enroll here.
Coats, pants, ties.
Wow, I'm getting all this.
I got everything.
It's beyond their thinking that they could get this much clothing, and they don't have to pay for it.
We have a lot of students that come with just the clothing on their back.
I think it's cool because I get to pick my own.
Our deed of trust states that our students should be plainly, neatly, and comfortably clothed. We want all the students to have about the same types of clothing so that we don't have the haves and have-nots, but we still like to incorporate some color to help them feel good about themselves.
I picked yellow, red, blue.
And we get to tell them that's the generosity of Mr. Hershey, you know, and it's a neat way for us to, again, reiterate what the school's all about.
It's very rewarding to see that what we supply really makes a difference for our students, to help them feel good, to help them have the confidence to be successful, to have everything that they need.
This is a really good group of guys. We have 6 new freshmen that came in this year.
There's 12 of us that live in Van Buren, and it's just really important that we all accept each other's beliefs and thoughts and ideas.
They do feel like brothers here.
We all come from different backgrounds and different experiences.
It's okay to have different thoughts. I mean, not everybody's going to think the same, so.
They're entitled to an opinion. If it's derogatory and negative towards somebody or something, then obviously we have to address that and help them understand differently.
We have the sign on our door to our office, and it's making a habit of shutting down conversations that aim to tear others down.
What I want people to think about me is like, I'm always there for them, like I can be a good friend.
Like it's like every day you're practicing social skills. We all love each other and we respect each other and our beliefs.
So today is our January enrollment day.
It's the culmination of all our work with families, with professionals to get a child to the point of enrollment where they get to join our community.
It's the day we celebrate.
We're going to be bringing in approximately 30 students today.
We have students coming today from Pittsburgh or from Red Line, Pennsylvania, from urban areas or rural areas.
The opportunities that they have to meet new people and go to places they've never had a chance to go to.
They're going to get to be friends with students who might think differently than they do, worship differently than they do, live in different household situations than they do. And I think that helps students grow, and it helps students mature, and it helps expand their world.
And all these kids and their families are bringing that richness to our campus and sharing that with others. I think it's one of the things that makes us so special and so unique.
I think it helps open their eyes, and I think our families are really excited about that for their kids.
I'm always excited and in awe of how our community welcomes these new students, just to become their friends, their mentors, their teachers, the people that are going to help them meet those goals that they set forth at the beginning and help them accomplish the reason that they came here.
I came to Milton Hershey School August 18th, 1980.
August 4th, 2013.
June 19th, 1957.
February 23rd, 2015.
September 25th, 1933.
September 26, 2011.
October 22nd, 1977.
August 20, 1991.
Enrollment Day is incredibly meaningful to almost every single Milton Hershey School student. Enrollment Day was the day their life changed.
August 4th, 2013.
August 12th, 1991.
January 5th, 1981.
December 9th, 1989.
October 14th, 1981.
It's the day that my life changed completely. I'll never forget it. Never.
Well, there's the Spartans coming out after the halftime break with about 3:10 to go here until the start of the second half. Mike Straub and Jay Garvey with you tonight from Giants Center, which, you know, when teams start the season, you never know you're going to get a chance to play here in the Giants Center. Every team aspires for that. Spartans got a victory here Monday night, and now here they are playing for a district gold. After 2 quarters, Spartans lead 30-24 over York High, also known as William Penn High School. That confuses a lot of people, Jay.
Yeah.
Everything says William Penn, but then all their athletic uniforms, big Ys, they say York High.
Yeah, in fact, I think for the semifinal game they had William Penn up there, but tonight they got York on the scoreboard.
Yeah. You take a lot of pride in being York High. I was thinking, too, that York High has got to be the largest school in 5A.
Yeah.
And I've wondered, too, Milton Hershey's got to be one of the smaller schools in 5A in terms of the number of boys in the classes, how they come up with those numbers.
We've got about, I don't quote me on exact numbers, but I think we've got about 1,000 kids in our high school, so you figure about 50%, about 500.
That's a pretty small 5A school, I think. Have to do some math on that. Anyhow, not really relevant at this point. And to that point, Steel High a few years ago, this is back when there were still only 3 A's. Steel High was a single A school. They played up in AAA for hoops because they knew they were good enough and they won a state championship.
Yep.
So when it comes to basketball especially, I don't think it matters too much. But anyhow, Bearcats were down by as many as 13 in that half. They were down by as many as 11 on Monday night in the fourth quarter, came back and won in overtime. Spartans look to be pushing on the gas just the right time, putting on one of their signature spurts, but it's York who grabs momentum going into the break, and now it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's very dangerous to keep a team like this around, and when you have that big gap, you want to extend it as much as you can and keep it, there. York was able to kind of battle back in. That 3-point play there at the end, the questionable call, that certainly helped. I mean, that could have been a 3 to 6 point swing there.
Yeah, as what you're talking about was called a blocking foul, count the basket. One ref called the block, another ref completely signaled offensive foul, but they didn't have a meeting at all. They didn't get together and discuss it. He just kind of catered to his buddy. You can make an argument that the guy who made the offensive foul call actually had a better angle on a better view of the collision.
Yep.
But water under the bridge at this point, Jay.
Yep.
6-point game. Spartans, like you said, Coach Zerby's very open about this. Likes to shoot for about 20 points a quarter.
Yep.
Don't have that going tonight. Only 30 points. York High, I imagine, would like to get out and run too, but I think Clovis Gallen has figured out, I don't think we can run with these guys.
Yeah, and they continue to try and find ways to isolate and shut down Danye. We saw that earlier in the, throughout the year, but what happens is that creates opportunities for other guys to step up. So Jaden Young stepping up early in the first quarter, hitting a couple of shots. So we'll see what they continue to try to present defensively, and I'm sure Coach Zerby and his coaching staff analyze that, and then we'll make some adjustments as needed.
Danye only has 5 points. Pedro Rodriguez only has 3 points. Those guys are averaging better than 20 points per in the postseason. Jaden Young leads all scorers in the game tonight with 11. Trayvon's got 7. Carrington's got a bucket. Naeem's got a bucket. So a balanced attack from the Spartans, and they start with the basketball here as we start the third quarter from Giants Center, 2 quarters away to decide a district champion.
Yep, we got 16 minutes away.
Danye to the rack, drops it in. Danye goes inside for 2. Credit to Naeem for making sure that turnover didn't happen. Look at Jaden guarding Woodyard. Push off, pull up. It's good. Danye's got it here, trying to find him some rhythm now. Guarded by Woodyard, takes a screen, gets caught, gives it to Naeem. Look at Naeem to the rim and scores. Naeem Cross.
Want to see some more of that.
We know he's athletic. We've seen what he does with a football in his hands.
Yep.
Woodyard give it up for Clovis Gallen Jr., guarded by Danye. Danye steals it, ball's loose, and it's a kicked ball. No, it's a foul on Clovis.
Wow.
Nice steal by Danye. I'm telling you, some of the more underrated things that this team does is how many steals Danye and Jaden come up with just quick hands.
You can see now they've switched it back up, put number 5 on him. That's one of the things, and we talked about that a lot this season, that Danye, he is so quick, and he tries those steals. Usually gets him in a little bit of foul trouble sometimes, but, as of yet, it's been working for him tonight.
Pedro, he'll take a 3 with a hand in his face, back iron. Nobody's there to get the board, and Kyrie Jenneret comes down with it.
I don't think Coach Zerby liked that shot.
No, and you got to be crashing the board.
That was a walk.
Marquise McLean walks with it. So an awkward start, if you will, for York High to this half. Lobbed in for Jaden.
Yep.
And Trayvon brings it up, gives it back to Jaden. Can't even hand it to Danye. Minter's all over him. Jaden Young spins it off. Another miss inside. Woodyard tries to push. Over to Kyrie, to the rack. Comes up empty. Somebody's got to grab it. Naeem's got it to Trey. Spartans have numbers. Nice pass for Jaden Young. He's nailed.
And one. Nope.
Didn't get it to go. Edward Minter flying around. He should have been called for a foul on Trayvon on transition, but he makes sure he gets called for a foul on Jaden shooting.
Good job, Spartans, there, getting back on the transition. It's one thing that we always need to focus on. The Spartans always do a good job of getting numbers on those transitions, both offensively and defensively.
Jaden continues the quality free throw shooting tonight from the Spartans.
Got to find some wood to knock on here.
I'm just going to keep reporting the facts. 10-point lead for Milton Hershey School. Jaden's got 13. Junior from Brooklyn, New York. Woodyard spins away from him, but misses. Ball's loose. Minter's got it, gives it up.
Not sure how that's not 3 seconds. Thank you.
And it is. Man, you so rarely see that called. I mean, you really do.
Yep.
And in some ways, I'm okay with that. I want the game to flow. I don't want guys like that.
But there was like 2 of them in there, so it was almost a combined 6 seconds.
And most of the times, refs will announce they're going to call that. Trayvon's got some room. Nice crossover. Crosses back. Oh, but look at Kyrie go up and block him, and then he misses. Last touch by Pedro. Oh, and Pedro goes down hard. Naeem scoops him up. Spartans stepping up the press a little bit. Now Naeem kind of just backs off Marquise. Minter, head of steam. Nice adjustment and bucket for Edward Minter. He claps right at Danye. Trayvon gives him a little boom. Danye spins away, slashes, but misses. Ball's on the ground. Marquise, nice bounce pass ahead for Kyrie. A lot of steps, drops it in. We got some energy now, Jay.
Yep.
The arena comes to life.
I think York was also hoping there would have been a foul there, too.
Pedro. Skip past Jaden all alone. Jaden Young. Kyrie. Seth Bernstein misses it. Rebound,
Good defense,
Pedro. Lob for Jaden Young. He's got Naeem. Slices away. Marquis stepped out of bounds. Okay.
Oh, they got it.
Carrington goes in.
Mike Weller, please notice that was Mike Straub there on that call instead of me.
Well, I just said he stepped out of bounds. That's all. Well, I guess they agreed with us that he had not given up the ball, but he may have even been in the process of the ball leaving his hands. Inbound Carrington Smith, who just checked in. Danye's got it now. He drives, creates some space, gives it up for Carrington. Slices through. Carrington doesn't go. Marquise pushes. 9-point Spartan lead.
That was a carry.
Oh, look at Marquise. Look at Marquise. McLean. Carrington, as the teams go end to end now. Uh-oh, lobs it for Para, just the way he designed it, right? Doesn't go, though. Boys have got to get it going down.
That's a walk.
Wild pace all of a sudden to this contest.
And the pace and just the tenacity of the game has certainly brought the crowd on both sides up.
Spartans' lead is down to 7. York High's got the wrong lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6 guys in. They got 6 guys in. Well, luckily, they weren't trying to cheat. That's why Clovis Gallon was going so crazy. Whoa, dangerous pass. So fortunate Josh Parra is athletic enough to go get it and then drop it in the hoop. Yo,
Not the
Josh
prettiest
Parra.
shot, Josh, but we'll take it. And that's one of the things we need, Josh, is he needs to start thinking of scoring first, passing second.
Woodyard can do that with the ball in his hip. Minter for another 3. He's been the guy knocking it down for them tonight. This one's no good, but a long rebound controlled by York. Foul away from the ball, Danye. They say he knocked over Ed Minter. It's Danye's first foul.
You see Naeem Cross check in as well. Can come in for Josh.
Minter goes right at Pedro and misses. Naeem is able to get it. Nice job by Pedro. Recovery defense. Jaden, nice. Oh, too quick. And the thing is, Pedro was underneath the basket.
Yeah.
Jaden should have just kept that.
Well, and he had an open lane to the hoop, too.
Yep. (41-32), 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Jaden Young's got 16 points, lead everybody. Here he's guarding Javon Woodyard. Clovis Gallon Jr. rolls it off. Rebound, Kyrie Jenner. Look at Danye get in there, though. Oh, what a job by Trey. Throws
Nice
it off
hand.
of him. Spartan basketball.
Perfect example of the athleticism there.
Danye and Trey. I mean, that was a clean rebound for Kyrie Jenner. The Spartans somehow are able to create some havoc and come away with it. Clovis Gallon Sr. is like, come on, man. Call something.
You can see here they're also lightening up a little bit on the defense on Danye.
Oh, just a lazy. Danye's able to come away with it. Left hand at the rim doesn't go. Just trying a little too hard. There's a foul on Jenneret.
It's going to be his first.
Inbound for Trey in the corner. Keeps his dribble, goes all the way to the rim, right-handed, and drops it in.
A reverse layup.
Trayvon, that's his opposite hand too. He's lefty. Nice double team, I like that. Give it up, though. Woodyard's got it. Oh, that should be double. That should always be double. I've never understood that. Instead, he gets a 3 off it. I was going to say, and he hits it. Rebound, though. Clovis misses it. And Pedro grabs it. Gives it to Danye. Spartans in transition here. They've got numbers. Oh, but it's stolen away. Woodyard. And now it's off the races. Look at Jaden getting back.
That's a hustle.
Jaden Young hustling, no foul. What a job.
I tell you what, if we had to pick him right now, he's certainly the player of the game for the Spartans, not only producing offensively, but what hustle to get back and then make a defensive stop there.
Make it clean, too. Kyrie slices through, hangs and hits. Kyrie Jenneret, timeout. York High. Yep. Get it back to 9 points here, and Clovis Gallen says, let's just settle back down. This pace has been just wild for the last couple of minutes. Just a 30-second timeout. And frankly, Jay, I think he knows his guys can't keep up that kind of pace.
I think it's maybe just give him a little breather. I'll take a look, see here how many people we got watching us. Over 440.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Send a tweet out right now. Share the link on your Facebook. Put it out somewhere, because this is going to be a good finish. And somebody's going to get a district championship at the end of this one. We saw the medals for the previous game going around people's necks. And, you know, the Spartans were out here watching that. York High was not. You wonder if that's by design. Coach Zerby wants to see. He wants them to see that there's medals out there. You can take home some hardware tonight.
I know we got
a victory.
Just got a message from alumni Jimmy Moran's listening.
Danye, shot fake. Pulls up. Off balance. Way off. Naeem, though. Foul.
And
count
one.
it. Count it. Lead is back to 11. Naeem can make it 12. 2:04 to go in the third quarter. Crucial stretch right here. If Spartans can kick it into high gear, and Naeem knocks it down.
Also know that Kathy Hoke's listening back home. Got a nice message from her.
Marquise pulled up when he saw big Naeem waiting for him. Trayvon gets out, caught. Kyrie goes up. How's that not a foul? Still, what a shot.
Good job by the Spartans contesting, sliding over. Saw both Pedro.
Trayvon. Who's guarding him? Danye slides past Minter, pulls up, fade away. Doesn't go. He got stays here. Ooh, no.
Coach Zerby's looking for that to go Spartan way. York's looking a little tired coming up the court.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see Naeem getting charged up.
McLean. Nice pass to Seth. Misses it. Rebound. Oh, and it's a foul on Minter. Still just his second.
Oh, guess we're hearing some boo birds here in the York crowd. Just over a minute here in the third period.
10-point Spartan lead. Danye brings it up, feels the trap coming, but he'll keep it. Only lobs it to nobody. Oh, no. We talked about finding a spurt here at the end of the quarter. Instead, the Spartans just throwing it out of bounds. Josh Parra meets Marquise McLean. There goes Kyrie Jenneret.
4 Spartans.
There you get Danye for the foul, it looks like. Now, coach can get in Danye's ear. That's really the line that Danye should be making. Go to the rim.
Yep.
They're playing him so aggressively. They're going to call these fouls, especially once we get to the fourth quarter.
Yep. It's only the second team foul for the Spartans.
Kyrie misses that one. Spartans had a chance at the end of the second quarter to create some more breathing room, and they weren't able to do that. York High clawed back into it. was only 6 points at the half. They had a chance right here, too. They lead by 10. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Josh Parra needs to be all over this rebound. I don't think Edward Minter's too interested.
You called it.
He didn't even move. Danye meets the double team, gives it up. Back to Danye. Jaden's got some room here, pulls up off the glass. Jaden Young.
He's got the touch
Can we
tonight.
just say fundamentally sound off the glass? He's got 18 points. Next man up or what?
Good
Look at
defense,
Marquise.
Josh.
Oh. Mr. McLean is bailed out by that whistle. I think he was out of control, but instead they get
Josh on that. I don't know.
reaching in.
It's going to be his third. You see Naeem check in for him.
Tried to, didn't get him out there fast enough. Marquise goes right back at him. They're going to call him for 4. Unless they're going to get Jaden, who got run over. Let's see.
Nope, they got Josh.
Josh Parra, man. Some nights you feel like the whistle just follows you around. You can't believe it. Marquise misses that one. York High not noticeably deep. Not a lot of subs for the Bearcats.
I think we've seen 1 or 2 guys come off the bench for a couple minutes here and there, but I think that's just more of a get the guys a breather.
Not that the Spartans are utilizing the bulk of their roster either, but the teams that can mix it up. Oh, look at Kyrie go over Trayvon. And then they call Trayvon for the foul. What the refs are discussing. It's Trayvon's third. Jaden's actually trying to take it. So strange stretch here. Marquise McLean missed 2 free throws. Rebound recovered by York. Now Jenneret will go to the line. He makes that one. 20 seconds to play in this quarter. This would cut it back to 10. Knocks them both down. Trayvon Ferguson brings it up. Right down the lane, gets fouled. That's what I mean. I think they're playing so tight. If we went to the rim a little bit more often, we'd get a few more of these calls. Woodyard can't believe it. And Trayvon's got words for him. Got to be careful here.
Yeah, Trey's not the guy you want to get angry.
We don't want anybody to get angry. I think York would want us to get angry. York would be happier if the few technicals were thrown around in this game. Did the refs come over and say who that foul is on?
I think they called it on him. Yeah, he's got 3 now.
Okay. We didn't have the right equipment for collecting sweat.
The Swiffer didn't work.
Right. Giant foam disc. So the game has hit a standstill pace.
Trey's going to be shooting 2 here.
Rolls it off.
Carrington Smith getting ready to check in.
For the shooter. Try to come in for Trey so that he doesn't pick up another foul in the final 13 seconds. So Trey's got to make this to be able to make the sub. He does.
Got it.
(49-38) Spartans lead. 13 seconds here, so watch Marquise work quick here. Naeem waiting for him. Gives him a bump, gives it out to Minter for 3. Nothing there. Off Bernstein. Spartan ball. 6 seconds here. 5 seconds, I should say.
5 seconds. Opportunity to get a couple more points on the board.
Danye's got it. Guarded by Minter.
He's got plenty of time.
Just go to the rim. Oh, he gets caught. Comes up empty.
Good quarter for the Spartans.
Spartans extend the lead. They lead by 11. I'll tell you what, I think we'll just keep it here, Jay, if you don't mind. I mean, what else could we?
Let's
no
get
take
rolling.
A break.
Let's pass our bedtime again.
Got that right. If we keep it here, they'll start the quarter faster for some reason. So Spartans led by 6 at the half. They lead by 11 now. This has not been a prototypical Mark Zerbe Spartan performance.
Well, but I would say the defense. The
defense has been fantastic.
Yep.
But keep in mind, York High trailed by this many against Northeastern, a very, very good Northeastern team. Came back, forced overtime, and won that game. Spartans cannot come out flat. They've looked a little flat to start really each quarter of this game. Got to come out, foot on the gas pedal, go to the rim. The refs are going to start calling a few more fouls now late in the game. They always do. And then we got to knock down the free throws from here on out and win this thing. 8 minutes from District Gold. Can the Spartans get it done? Set that Spartan lineup for you right now as they take the floor. Pedro getting some final instructions. Naeem getting some final instructions. Carrington Smith is out there. Jaden Young and Don Ye Baylor Carroll. DBC's only got 7 points tonight, as does Naeem Cross.
Yep.
York High basketball as we started.
Pedro's got 3.
Pedro's only got 3 points and no fouls.
We spent all that time talking about between them, they're averaging about 43 points, and right now they got 10.
Marquise spinning away, comes up empty. Seth Bernstein blocked by Donye, but right into the hands of Marquise McLean. So quick deuce for York. Donye gives it up. Carrington on the wing. Jaden Young, top of the key. Got a mismatch somewhere. Donye guarded by Minter. Over to Naeem. Just drives inside. Offensive. He's just out of control. That's all that comes down to. Bernstein loves it. That guy is fiery.
42. Yep.
It's not going to be easy. Marquise McLean, head of steam again. Here's Kyrie. You know what he wants. Oh, nice pass. It's okay, good foul by Pedro. Make him go work for it. Marquise missed them all last time.
Spartans need to be careful here, not necessarily just let York in the game, but the crowd is what we see them now, and we get, you're starting to feel a little bit of a momentum shift here.
The ref just had to move in on Bernstein like the NFL refs had to used to do on the end zone celebrations. Had to watch him to make sure he wasn't doing anything too over the line there. Marquise McLean got this one to go. The Spartan lead is down to 8. Kid Kyrie Jenneret does it again and again. And this time they call
and they got Trey. It's his 4th. We talked about it. He single-handedly won that game last week, and we don't want to see that happen again.
This Kyrie Jenneret can just kind of jump. That's all he did, just outwork Trayvon there 2 times in a row on the offensive glass. I think Trey's going to come out and they're going to put PIAA back in with his 4 fouls. Kyrie got it. And Pedro's going to come out. So PIAA and Trey both have 4 fouls on the floor right now for the Spartans. But this is a district game. There's no going back. Nothing to save them for.
That's right, yep. Well, this might be a game where Zerbe's going to have to go a little bit deeper into the bench, maybe bring in an Avon Cross or someone else that can bring in some size and some defense.
So he gets them both. The lead is down to 6 as Trayvon brings it up. Danye's got it here. Jaden. Timeout, Mark Zerbe. As you can just tell, they're looking out of sorts since the start of the quarter. We said they started each quarter flat. They have.
Yep.
It's York High who comes out with their foot on the gas pedal. Look at Bernstein York High is over there going crazy again as we watch it on the Milton Hershey huddle. There is Avon Cross. Might have his name called.
Well, and you certainly don't want to get into a position where you have to make that choice, but, you know, certainly know that I feel confident in the fact that he's got some bench depth there that can come in and provide some defensive and some size on the boards.
So 6:49 to go. The York High fans have gained possession of the gym, if you will, all of a sudden. They're making plenty of noise inside Giants Center. Spartans, though, still leading. Jaden Young still leads all scorers with 18 points in the contest. So coming out of timeout, what does Mark Zerbe have here? What do you draw up? Get some guys moving, get some shots up.
Well, you almost think this is an opportunity to remind them, you know, what we've been planning and works. Let's just stick with it.
Yeah.
Play hard, make, you know, smart choices, capitalize, be smart on the defense.
Danye is handling the inbound duties here. He's got Naeem right there, yeah. And Trey, top of the key with the left hand. Gives it to Naeem, slicing, has it, and he's fouled.
Be interesting to see who they get this on. Up. Number 20's trying to take credit for it.
He did get it. It's only his first foul. Marquise McLean.
I think he wanted to make sure that number 4 didn't.
Pedro's going to replace Josh Para. York High fans making some noise. Naeem doesn't make a lot of trips to the free throw line, so see how he handles it. 1 and 1. Misses it. Rebound all the way to Naeem. Give Pedro credit. Oh, but it's thrown. I touched it. He did. The boys are out of rhythm right now. Totally out of sorts.
Yep.
Gotta fight through it right now. Find something that works. Like Naeem clapping. Jaden gets it. Spins away. Nice pass for Naeem at the glass. Drops it in. Naeem cross. Smooth.
Spartan fans come alive.
First bucket of the quarter. Marquise McLean, it slips out of his hands. That's going that way. Spartan basketball, just like that.
Yep.
It's the first time Minter ran away from Danye all night. Jaden in a dangerous spot, slices through, pulls up. Jaden Young grabs a board. Danye's got it. Danye's got some room. Nice pass. Pedro, Rod. Riguez off the mark. Naeem got it, and it's going to be a foul.
Love the hustle of Naeem. Certainly playing one of his better games this season.
Got to knock down a free throw, Naeem, right here, my man. Got to have it. Rolls off. Pedro tips it around, and he gets it. Out to Trey. Danye. Scooping. Trying. Jaden thought about it. Get the big man. Oh, spins off. Should have shot it. Pedro. Slicing. Dicing. Nothing there. Bodies flying everywhere.
Like a rugby match.
Woodyard, nice dribbles. Frees himself up, and he'll score. Oh, no, he's fouled.
Did they call that on Trey?
I think it's Danye. Be the third on Danye Baylor-Carroll.
Just about 5.5 minutes left here in the fourth period.
So 3 fouls on Danye. Spartan fans making some noise. Woodyard misses that one. See Pedro casually asking for the crowd to make noise?
Yeah. Well, the student section's up now. I don't know what they were been waiting for.
Watch Pedro and Bernstein battle for this rebound. 1 out of 2. Trey nearly walked with it. Spartans just kind of looking for Danye right now, I think. Look at him spread the floor. Jenneret knocks it away. Trey's got to be careful, but a moving screen. Danye back to Trey. Naeem's wide open. Danye nearly threw out of bounds. Jaden. Trey. Nice spin,
nice move.
Left hand. Doesn't go.
Oh,
That's a foul on
Minter's
Minter.
got another one.
Yep. So Jaden Young will go to the line.
No, I think it's going to be Danye.
Oh, I thought it was Jaden Young. You're right. Third foul on Edward Minter.
That's it, Danye. Get that stroke.
Yeah. If he can find some rhythm in the final 4:49, put this game away. This would stretch it back to 9 if he can make this. He does. Also, possession arrow points to Milton Hershey. We're under 5 to play. Jaden on Woodyard. It's missed. Oh, and Danye pushed him. Maybe 4 on Danye. So now Danye, Josh Para, and Trayvon Ferguson all have 4 fouls.
Yep. We'll have to see how that's going to impact here moving forward.
Edward Minter knocks down the first. Just a tense sort of feeling in here right now. Clock not moving fast enough for the Spartan fans. Minter knocks them both down. And Trayvon hasn't looked as comfortable in that point guard role this half. This time he gives it up to Danye. Tries to set a screen for his buddy. Goes the other way. Nice pass down low for Pedro. He's fouled. They say good shot fake. I was thinking somebody's got to tell these guys a few shot fakes here and there. They're going to get a lot of chances inside.
Pedro's going to get an opportunity to go to the line here. Only 3 points tonight. We talked about the fact that he's been averaging over 20. Well below his average.
He had 28 in the win over Lower Dauphin on Monday night. Rattles that home. Nice shot, Pedro Rodriguez. Chance to make it 9 once again. Carrington's going to hustle into the game. Nice
boy,
job,
Pedro.
Clutch.
Danye's going to get a break here.
So this is going to be Danye subbing in and out constantly now until the end. Offense or defense. Jenneret pulls it out. Marquise McLean loses it. Spartan ball. It's a 3rd time in this game that Marquise McLean has had to go flying away from him.
Yep, you see Danye quickly check back in on the offensive side.
Pedro runs an out pattern here. He can score a touchdown now. Trayvon will do it. Yep. See, I thought Trayvon might as well just take it. Pedro will take it and
nice
score it.
Move,
Pedro Rodriguez. Oh, he's down.
He's down.
Pedro's down.
That does not look good. He came down kind of awkwardly on it.
And he took such a kind of a non-traditional path to the basket. I think it's the way he landed. He didn't kind of go straight to the hoop. He kind of glided away from the hoop. I think he twisted a knee or an ankle as he went down. hope he can stay in the game. He's really been a spark in just the past couple of minutes. It's like Josh Parra's going to come in for him.
Well, and he's one of those guys that does a lot without the ball or away from the ball. And, you know, knowing Pedro as well as I do, you're not going to be able to keep him out of this game.
He's all right. You see him popping up. He's not even limping too much. I think he's going to get back in. He'll walk this off.
Now we have Josh.
So Josh and Trayvon are both on. Carrington replaced Donye as well.
Yep.
Under 4. Ed Minter. Josh Parra. I got that all day. Minter goes for the steal on Trey. Comes up empty. Give it up, Trey. Give it up. Give it up to the big man. For no. Josh misses it. Oh. Trayvon did everything right, and Parra couldn't help him out in the end. Marquise McLean, he's got the lane, and he drops it in. It's a 4-point swing.
Yep. Got to make those layups, Josh.
Got to make those layups. All right, Pedro's going to check back in. That's good to see. Jaden. Timeout. Mark Zerbe says get Donye back in the game. Unbelievable. Oh,
great defensive play, Josh, but we need to see you finish that on the other side.
3:13 to go. Spartans lead by 9 again after Marquise McLean dropped in 2 more. He's got 17 points to lead the Bearcats. Jaden Young continues to lead all scorers in the contest with 18 points.
Well, and you certainly see York trying to push that pace on the offensive end. They know they got some work to do, and they are trying to get a basket or get a shot off as quickly as possible.
Spartans, the Spartan faithful.
What are they yelling?
Something about the scoreboard, I think, at the York fans. Pedro, so let's make some noise. So Pedro's back in there. Great to see Naeem's open. He takes the inbounds, gives it to Trey. Big mismatch down low now. Trey drives through the trees, and he's fouled.
That's going to be on number 1.
Going to come down to these free throws. Rolls that one off. Trayvon's got 10 points.
Just right about his season average.
Carrington checks back in for Donye. This guy's taking so long. The refs are just like all day between the free throws. Lane violation. Missed it anyway. There's lane violation on York.
Offsetting.
Offset.
So it's going to be Milton Hershey ball. Is that a possession?
So it's a jump ball kind of thing. Spartan basketball. York High can't believe it.
Possession switches, though.
Okay, so you're right. So arrow points back towards York after the Spartans inbound this. Trayvon, nice play. Got it at the rim. How are these not going in? And how's that not a foul? That's going out of bounds. Spartan ball. Spartans are bailed out again, but again, guys, got to make those ones inside.
Spartans need to calm it down, get focused here.
Naeem should just go to the hoop. Go. Jaden's got it. Just push it.
Got Pedro open, too.
Yeah, Pedro left alone, but Jaden's going to the rim. Oh, and he's too strong with it. Bernstein throws it out. Numbers for York. Spartans get back. No steps. Donye has to be careful. Bernstein has it.
Timed out.
Timeout, York High.
Smart play. Just over 2.5 left.
Trayvon just tried to help up Seth Bernstein, and Seth refused it. And Trayvon looked like he had a moment with the man upstairs. He looked and he said something to the rafters.
You saw that one,
walked
right?
away. He said,
Saw
I'm
that one,
trying
Padre?
to do the right thing here. So again, man, nail-biting stuff. 2:36 to go. It'll be York ball out of this timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. Spartans have 3 timeouts left.
York has the next possession.
But Spartans lead by 9. Game is hit in just uncomfortable pace of fouls and free throws and substitutions, and that's the way it's going to, that's kind of what championship games come down to. Both these teams are going to the state tournament. There's no danger of your season ending today. One of them will be a 1 seed, the other a 2 seed. They'll both have games fairly close to home. This purely comes down to heart of wanting to win a championship, to hang that banner on your gym wall forever, to have a medal you will be able to hang on to forever. The gold ball will go in the trophy case somewhere in the Spartan Center, but you will have a medal that you can keep and show your kids someday. Jenneret, he's been held pretty quiet in this half. He goes to the rim here and scores. Too easy. 7-point Spartan lead. Pedro, might have walked, pulls up.
It's 3 on him. Oh, it's only his second. I thought he got one earlier.
So it'll be two foul shots regardless because they're in the double bonus. Pedro got to knock him down. Got to. Okay to swap baskets at this point, but we can't go 2 for 1. Rolls it home, Pedro Rodriguez.
This is what you want to see. You want to see your senior leaders put in these clutch positions.
This to make it 9 again. Got it. Smooth. Clovis Gallen brings it up. Pedro meets him. Goes inside. Strong at the rim. Doesn't go. It's tipped around. Trayvon's got it. He gives it to Danye. Spartans have numbers if they push. Nice pass over to Pedro. Nothing there. Still nothing. It's thrown around. Jaden's able to corral it. Look at him smoothly go baseline and miss. Tipped around again.
I don't know if the Spartans are just short in arming all these shots or.
It took 30 seconds off the clock, but another steal. And then a bad, it's corralled. Pedro, oh my gosh, their man jumped over him and he drops it in. What a moment. 1:43 to go, Spartans by 11.
Pedro coming out for the trap.
Nice pass underneath for Minter. He drops in the deuce.
Just about a minute and a half. That's going to end up on SportsCenter. Hey, ESPN, come watch that play.
Well, you want to know how these guys have been able to shut down Danye tonight. That's how athletic they are. Edward Minter flying through the sky. Pedro just waiting for him to get hit and take the foul. And he thinks, he cleared me entirely? And Pedro at least had the wherewithal to drop it in.
If we get to post game with Pedro, we're going to ask him, how did you know? Did you feel the air, the rush of air over your back?
Pedro is up to 11 points as well. Keep that in mind. Started with just 3 in this quarter. He's done a nice job coming to life. Danye's held to just 9. Heck, Danye might have 9 rebounds.
Yeah. He's got at least 1 block shot, too.
Yep. So a full York High timeout. It'll be Spartan basketball coming out of timeout. We're 93 seconds from the end of this one. And again, no shot clock in high school basketball. .133 to go, 61-52, Milton Hershey School leading. They have the ball. York comes out in a full court press. Inbounds, Naeem is open, got it to him. And Naeem is tackled. Hey now, Seth Bernstein.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Naeem did a little bit of acting. I've seen him play football. He does not go down that early, or that easy, I should say.
I think you're probably right. In general, it's an interesting approach.
I think he's looking for the
Is there actually a discussion about intentional or flagrant? And along those lines, it's so early. So just a foul after they talk about it. I'm a little surprised that the coming out of the timeout, it was just foul immediately. Why not try to?
Well, let's also maybe try and give them a
steal?
little credit. Maybe they know who to foul. They're
That's
saying,
true.
if they've done their research on our free throws.
It's just the second foul on Bernstein, but he's part of their offense-defense swap. Naeem got it. Nice
Way
job.
to answer, Naeem.
Naeem's got 10 tonight. So you look at the Spartans' scores, pretty balanced attack. 9, 18, 11, 10, 10. Make it 11. Naeem knocks them both down. Great job, Naeem. The lead is 11. Josh Parrow checks in for Naeem.
Yep. We're going to see that full post press. Calls 33.
Just to slow them down a bit is really
again,
by design here. Get big, fill the lanes.
Cause some confusion.
Make them
Slow
use
them
up some
down.
clock. Marquise to Minter. Back to Marquise for 2. That's really easy. Danye, there's the guy. Danye's got it. Oh, and it's stolen away from him. That's not offensive. Oh, my goodness. Another quick deuce. It's 63-56. Now Trayvon's got it. He's fouled.
It's going to be 3 on him.
1:08 to
Kyrie
go.
Jeanette.
Oh, this is going to get wild. $10:35 at night, just a Thursday night in the Giants Center. Where else would you rather be? This game was scheduled to start at 8:30. Didn't get started until after 9 o'clock. Trayvon, left-handed, misses it.
You see Naeem check in again on the defensive side. All right, Trayvon, we need this one.
So York High, talking about they don't use guys. Cameron Gallen is on, a 10th grader. First time tonight. Trayvon gets that one. So it's 8-point Spartan lead. Kyrie kicks it out. Long 3 on the way. No good. Naeem's got to grab it, and he does. He gets away. Oh, they call a foul. It'll be the 4th on Marquise McLean. He's holding his hand up like he wants it, man. You don't want 4.
Well, I think the
Try to get
alternative
one of
is
your
going to
buddies
be
to
on.
take it.
Okay, Naeem, all those free throws in practice.
Ooh, short arms that one in a big way.
I don't know. There seems to be a lot of York folks heading out.
What's your point? Maybe they're just basketball fans and recognize some of these folks who were there for their other game. Maybe came to see the Danye show. That ball, so he comes up empty. So it goes for York. Oh, man, he walked. He rolls it in.
Wow,
Kyrie
he's got the
Jeanneret gives it to Trayvon. Trayvon's fouled. Got to make him, though, boys. It's down to 6 points.
Trying to. I think that's going to be the 5th on Javon Wood. I'm sorry,
No.
Clovis.
So Clovis Gallen Jr.'s night
Yeah.
is finished.
Cameron, his brother, was trying to take credit for it. Need these, Trey.
Trayvon knocks him down.
.47 seconds.
1 out of 2. Look at Kyrie going end to end like it's nothing. 5-point game. Trayvon throws it ahead.
Come on, Pedro.
Pedro's got to drop it in. He does that. Back to 7. 30 seconds to go. Lobbed ahead. Naeem. Lobbing through. Kyrie misses that one. Naeem's got to throw it. Throws it ahead for Pedro. Dunk it, Pedro, one time. Drops it in for 2 more. Pedro looks and smiles, 15 seconds away. 9-point Spartan lead. Marquise McLean at the glass, drops it in. Timeout, York High, 7.5 seconds. You see the Spartans celebrating now. The Spartan faithful come to their feet. 7 seconds from this one being official. (69-62). What a fourth quarter for Pedro Rodriguez. We talked about who would step up and win this thing if they had to. Pedro only had 3 points to start this quarter, and now he's up to 15. See if York High has any magic left. Looks like they're mixing in a few guys off the bench. They're calling it, so Spartans faithful got their ovation as well. But the seniors who have worked so hard for the season will stay out. Danye, Pedro, Naeem, Trayvon, and Jaden. So 3 seniors, 2 juniors. 7.5 seconds away from district gold. Danye has the inbound duty. Oh, it's a design play. Oh, it's safely controlled by Trayvon, and then lobbed for Danye. 2 seconds, 1 second, throw it in the air, it's over. That's how you win a district championship. Milton Hershey takes home district gold. S 69-62, Milton Hershey takes home the victory over York High tonight. The teams line up and exchange hands. It wasn't pretty, wasn't the most classic game. Look at Pedro over there, firing up the student section, going to see the crowd. Getting a hug, how good is that? What a moment for these guys. What a moment for these guys who, as we talked about, can call themselves brothers, call themselves. We're going to get Jay Garvey down on the floor. So pardon our confusion. We have Jay Garvey down on the floor. We're trying to get this set up in a way that he can interview the guys as this happens. Look at this, I love this. Oh, they've got t-shirts. They got district championship t-shirts. How good is this? Can we hear Jay? No, we don't have Jay yet. We're working on it. But how good is that? We've got championship t-shirts going on the guys. The first district championship since 2005. Oh man, what a night. So Jaden Young leads all scorers with 18 points. Pedro comes to life in the fourth, finishes with 15. 11 points for Naeem Cross, 9 points for Danye Baylor-Carroll, 12 points for Trayvon Ferguson. Credit to York High. They came out with the goal of shutting down Danye Baylor-Carroll tonight, and they certainly really did do that. They frustrated him, and then Jay and I talked about who would step up and fill the void if there was one. It was Jaden Young in the first half, Naeem Cross tonight, Trayvon at the free throw line, really for the most part. I think he got 8 of his 12 at the line. And then in the fourth quarter when it counted, when it looked like the team seemed out of sorts and that York High was coming back as they did against Northeastern, it was Pedro Rodriguez, another one of the senior leaders. So we'll keep it here as you see these guys getting their T-shirts, York High getting their medals. And we'll keep it here for the gold medal presentation.
Post game.
I think we do have Jay.
Live down on the floor.
Oh, look at those medals. Look at that shot. Those are District 3 gold medals going home with the Spartans. They can hold on to those forever. Oh, those look good. Those look very good. Jay Garvey, go.
With the District 3 champion Milton Hershey Spartans. We're going to have Coach Zerby here presenting the medals. Then we see senior Carrington Smith. Look at the faces on these Spartans as Coach Zerby. Emotional moment there for Danye Bell Carroll.
Thank you, Jay. We're trying to figure out live as it happens here.
I gotta bring the mic.
So anyhow, we appreciate you being with us on MHSkids.org. As you tell, we're trying to do something special tonight. We have Jay down on the court, but we're having some trouble being able to communicate with each other. But you see the guys getting their medals. What a moment for all these guys. There's Clemente Ojinaka and Hillary Sakura did a nice job throughout the season.
Here and able to experience
Avon
this in the
Cross.
hopes that they're going to be back.
Naeem, what a night for him, stepping up in a big way. There's Christy Henrys, the other senior. There's Josh Para. Foul trouble tonight, but still a district gold. I don't know if these guys can even appreciate how rare this opportunity is. Trayvon, who missed all those games with a broken bone in his face, came back to be a huge part of this team.
Mark Zerby getting to present the
And Coach Mark Zerby gets a district medal that he so deserves to wear. What he brings to this team, the energy, the confidence, means so much. What a job by Coach Zerby. What a job by the Spartans. And there's a trophy. It's waiting for him. Who's going to go get their hands on that? So it's all the seniors, including Christy Henrys, Carrington Smith. Pedro grabs it. They get a congratulations. And there it is. How good is that? This bracket was so tough. So many good teams. But the team last standing, the Milton Hershey School Spartans, the first district title since 2005. The first time ever in 5A. And the boys get it done. Look at Pedro just grabbing that thing like he owns it. He does now. That's yours. And everybody gets a medal to take home. He hands it down to the guys in front. What a moment for a team photo. Oh, man, I love that somebody got T-shirts made. That's the best thing ever. How good is that? So we're going to stick it with it. We try to do post-game with Pedro down on the floor. Looks like Pedro's going to do some post-game with some other folks first and then hopefully come on up and meet us. You have to understand after a game like this, these guys have all sort of press obligations. And most importantly, they want to go over and share it with the kids. Share it with their brothers and sisters who came out to watch. Look at that. Look at that moment. Everybody get a hand on that. What a moment, a chance for these guys to bring this home, and they did it. The district championship is coming home to the Spartan Center, to the campus of the Milton Hershey School. Man, when this season started, if you had told me a district championship is just an astonishing accomplishment, something these guys should be very, very proud of, something they should take a lot of pride in, things that they can tell their kids about someday. It'll be cool that we'll be reaching out to these guys for their memories in a few years. And hopefully another team is playing for a district championship. So we're going to try to get post-game with Pedro. We tried to do post-game with Jay Garvey down on the floor. Didn't quite work. I just watched Jay jump over a board like a hockey player. What a champion of the cause Jay Garvey is tonight. Gavin knows what I'm talking about. It's a victory for all of us tonight. Tell you what, we've been honored to bring you these live streams all year long. And they are continuing to provide us with fantastic memories, fantastic experiences. None better than a district gold. My goodness. Jay Garvey is back. Jay, you got t-shirts for us, man?
No. But I knew who's got them, so.
Man, what a victory. Jay, what was it like down there? You were with the guys down there on the floor.
I wish we could have brought it down to folks. It was electric. It was amazing. Oh.
Pedro just jumped the wall. He's going to come on up.
Post-game with Pedro. Postseason post-game with Pedro.
Championships with Pedro. Gold medals with Pedro as he comes on up. A lot of congratulations to be had. And I mean, what a guy, too. You got plenty places to be. It's 11 o'clock at night. Look, he's taking pictures with the kids. Can we see this? Look at this. Pedro just signing autographs now. Get the gate for the guy. Bring it in, bring it in.
There he is.
There he is. The champs are here.
Championship post-game with Pedro.
How does it feel? District gold around your neck. Think about where you started this season, where you started this journey. How does that feel to have that now?
Man, it's a feeling I'm never going to forget. It feels great. Been working hard all year, started in the off season. Me and Diane were talking today. Back in September, we're working outside and it's hot, and we're just saying we got a lot of goals to reach this year, and this is definitely a big one, and I'm glad we could do it with the group of guys we got.
Tell us about the fourth quarter. There was a moment when it felt like the wheels were coming off. You guys are kind of going in all different directions. Then you stepped up, made a couple of shots, things settled down. What was said there? That anything said, or was there kind of unspoken, you guys kind of settled in?
That credit definitely has to go to my coaches, my assistant coaches, Coach Rooney and Coach Hissick. I was struggling. I was down, and my teammates were doing all right, and they pulled me aside and they said, you know, you're the most important guy. We need you, your energy. You're not always going to score the most points, but you know, I mean, you got to do the little stuff, rebound and stuff, and it built a drive in me, and I just knew I had to play my hardest to get the win.
That chance, that to put your hands on that trophy.
The hardware made it up to post-game with Pedro.
Oh, my gosh, post-game with Pedro. Now we got the hardware. Donnie, for you, man, to put your hands on that thing. You think about where this season started, where your journey started even at the school. What does it mean your senior year to get your hands on that thing?
It's big. Been grinding since elementary, and it's finally paying off. Me and Pedro's been talking about this, and everybody, this is our goal, and this is like just one step. We want to keep it going in States.
Oh, there you go. So you guys aren't even celebrating too much.
One of the things we talked about is how electric the crowd was tonight. Could you guys feel that energy? It seemed like the student body of Spartans, they were a little quiet the first half, but they really came on. As I said, the Spartan students came on the second half. Did you guys feel that lift? We could feel it up here.
Yeah, we definitely did feel it. I feel like they was waiting for this just like we was. And they were riding our backs the whole season, and it feels great to hear them.
Great. And one of the things we talked about, you know, pregame we were talking about combined between you guys well over 40 points. You guys didn't have the point production tonight, but the leadership was there. Jaden stepped up huge with points.
Definitely want to give a shout out to him. He definitely stepped up. Trey stepped up and was being physical early and attacking, and Josh Perry off the bench, and just a great team effort. Definitely a team win.
Well, good. You guys celebrate.
Yeah.
Rumor has it might be a little late start tomorrow for you. Is this
the club? This is my family right here. I want to give a shout out to my family right here.
It's the post-game with Pedro family.
Jelani, everybody in the middle. That's my family. You know what I mean? That's my mom.
Oh, there's post-game with Pedro's mom.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations,
all right, guys.
Congratulations.
Awesome season. Now on to States, right?
Well done, man.
Enjoy it.
Man, I like the shirts too, Jay.
Oh, we're going to hit up Zerby.
I got to get a shirt.
Yeah, it's the least they can do.
How good is that?
It looks like Coach Rice might be holding them down there, so.
Man, soak it in. Well, Jay, final thoughts. What a great season it's been. It's not over yet. I think we're probably done the live streams, but man, I mean, has it been more fun than we've ever imagined?
I tell you what, I don't know if we need to push. Maybe we can do a baseball game or something here in the spring, a nice sunny day. But if not, we'll be certainly looking forward to football season starting.
Congratulations to Coach Zerby. Congratulations to everybody who won this thing. Congratulations to Spartans far and wide tonight who are enjoying this victory. From everybody here who made it possible, we've enjoyed bringing them to you. Congratulations. We are all champions tonight.
Yep. Good night, folks.